We're back at Native Honor Hours, and our special guests are with us here, the crew from Macy, Nebraska, the Rez Squatching Tour crew. Look at Derek, he's got his chest up there like this. With me, Barry, why don't you introduce your crew here? This is Barry Webster.
All right, again, I'll introduce my crew. I'm Barry Webster, one of the co-founders.
I'm Fat Boy.
Is that all we get?
I'm Derek Webster, field research.
Field research. Okay. All right, you want to kind of, it's kind of be off the cuff now, but what have you guys been doing last, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I would say, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I would say in total about 5 years, but actively going out as a group, really trying to gather information and prove his existence on the reservation. I would say about 3.
3 years?
Yeah, 3 years.
All right. So what have you guys, what got you into doing this? I mean, you just didn't decide to get up, I'm gonna go look for some squatch out there.
I don't know, I guess these guys probably were provoked by me, and I'll admit it. About 4 years ago, we started to hear in the local community on the Rez, we heard a lot of reports that he was seen in backyards, people were seeing him run across the road, and it was an overwhelming response. I was hearing it in the community, and actually my son, I'm gonna put him on the spot, Rez Webster, he's the one that said, "Dad, what are you scared of? Let's go out there." And what really
Tried to shame you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you can talk some smack.
Well,
I'm just saying. Am I lying?
You're not lying.
Yeah, so you could. So your son was giving it to you. Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Dad, don't be scared.
Yeah, that's
All right,
exactly what he
right.
said. And at the same time, the Finding Bigfoot series came out, so it was a real popular kind of, and it's still pretty popular from what I've seen. We actually decided to go out one Sunday, and after that, the rest is history.
So what happened on that one Sunday?
Well, that one Sunday, it was cold, it was winter, and we went out and we actually got what we believe, and it's been proven now by experts, that we got a growl on our first time out.
Can I stop you there for a second? Because I had some of my students this morning who said they were going to listen, and because they were like, "Oh no, I don't believe that. They got any proof? They got any proof of this? A video?" So I said, watch the show. I said, they're not just going to come on here. Oh, he brought his proof. I said, they're just not going to come here and just tell a story. You can get that on TV. I said, so listen, and I'll ask them, see what they got. So he brought it. We'll listen to that in a second here. Go ahead.
Well, first, before I continue, I want to give my tribe, I know Ed said this was his tribe, I want to give our tribe some recognition, the Omaha Nation, but also Omaha Pride. So if I could take a second, I know this is going to be on YouTube, and if you look closely at my shirt, and any Rez Squatching shirt you buy, it dances.
Oh, man.
I would not wear a MAV shirt and not be able to have it dance. So anyway, I had the Omaha Nation right on.
You know what? If I'd get up and have it dance, it'd be right in the midsection.
Well, that's on you, brother.
I'm just saying, man. I'm not. So.
Anyway, I had to do that, man. I had to do that.
I know, and it was uncalled for. Cassie said, "No, it wasn't." All right, so where were we before you interrupted with that
We're
display
talking about my basketball
of
career?
pectorials? But no, we were talking about Rez Squatching on that
Rez
Sunday.
The first night.
That Sunday.
You said you had a growl.
Yeah, we actually, to get into the details, we were kind of skeptic, and actually we got this.
All kinds of hits on that.
We were out north of Macy in an undisclosed location. We don't like to give any tips or anything out. We can help it. We were actually north of Macy, and we just took a chance. Had the recorder going. We were doing some tricks we do to help lure them out, to kind of get them riled up. And we actually caught it, and I have it.
Those are some old powwow moves I'm taking.
I don't know
Back
about,
in your youth.
well, I don't know about power moves, but
Indian tricks.
yeah, Indian tricks, Omaha tricks. And we actually got the growl. We actually got it twice.
On the first time.
Yeah, on the first time, and it actually, being our first time, we actually, we panicked and we hit the high road.
Not me.
But it got better. We're
You
better
probably
at
came
it.
back a couple hours later, found him in a fetal position crying. Not me, that's Darek.
Laying sideways.
So that right there, we were hooked.
Okay.
We were hooked after that.
So, when did you bring on the rest of, was it first you and Derek first time out?
Well, actually, it was me, Derek, and a couple of our boys.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So you let the word be known that you got a growl the first night out? And
Well, we kind of kept it under wraps a little bit. We kind of, that really sparked our interest, and we said, all right, we got to do this again. So we kept it under wraps for a while till we could really get some solid evidence, and I think we've been out over 150 times now on the Rez,
Okay.
and it's been very, it's kind of our passion, you know,
And
I'll
we
say
watch.
it, we love doing it.
And we watched Finding Bigfoot, 3 or 4 shows, and all they got was a wood knot. Every night we were getting wood knots, whelps, the holler, the classic hollers, and we were recording everything.
So do you want to, shall we take a listen to this right
Well,
now?
you didn't talk to my brother here now, so I don't want to jump there till
All
we
right,
give
so-
him some love.
So if you guys want to jump in, when was your first experience?
Well, we was having this Halloween thing for my brother Derek, and had all the kids down there, and we're setting up. It was like a haunted trail or whatever you want to call it. But I was standing there, me and his boy Dalton, and we had like a bunch of little kids with us, and I came face to face with him,
Just save it till he can, let him get into the details later.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's how he got started.
Yeah, that's how I got started, and I seen him face to face, like maybe 20, not even less than 20 yards from me. So I was like, after that, it just made my interest want more,
Were the kids with you?
Yeah, they were with me. They're standing right
So all
behind
the
me.
kids seen him?
Yeah, everybody seen him.
How many were there?
There's probably about 3 or 4 of us that seen him right there face to face. I mean, his son, and
Let me ask you this. Was Derek with you?
no, he
I
wasn't.
was
maybe-
coming up the hill.
Let me ask you this, because I know our viewers and my students want to know.
Okay,
What does he look like?
got a real big head. It's wide. Like
Well, that could be me.
no, but he's real tall, man. I mean, the one we saw was real big, probably about
Red, orange hair.
9 to 11, but
About how tall do you estimate?
about 9 to 11 foot.
9 to 11
Yeah.
foot? That's huge, man.
Giant.
Man.
I mean,
So what color was the fur? Or was it too dark to tell?
like a reddish brown.
reddish brown.
Yeah. I mean, it's a real thing down there. I mean,
Reddish, orange.
What did he do?
he just hollered at us, broke a tree, and
All
Kicked it.
all in one motion. I
telling
was
you.
coming up the hill for these guys, and I had the big light, so when I lit it up,
I was stuck when I seen him. I couldn't.
they were closer.
I
than
couldn't move.
was.
I
They
was
were
like
closer.
stuck.
They were
I was
closer
like,
than
man.
I was, but I had the 3 million watt.
I almost went to the restroom on myself when I seen him.
Thanks for cleaning that up a bit.
If I could add something now, because I know there's viewers out there. There's viewers out there going, yeah, right, whatever. They came after me, and it was cold that night. It was they were doing some kind of fundraiser, and I did not want to be involved. I didn't want to work, but they still came after me and said, "You got to come out, man. We had this experience." I said, "Come on, man." And I was eating chili. I was enjoying my evening, and so they drugged me down there, and I actually asked them, and I said, "Come on, guys. People are going to think you're crazy. You don't want to say this." I was actually doubting them. And I asked them point blank, man to man, brother to brother. I said, man, did you guys really want me to do a lie detector? Would you guys take it? What's your response?
I
Bring
said,
it on.
bring it on. I'll take it.
Derek, what was your experience? So you came in at the end of this?
No, I was right there when I heard the holler, so we had a haunted trail is what it was, so I had all the big lights, the big 3 million watt candlelight. When I heard it holler, I said, that ain't part of our show, our trail. I lit it up. When I lit it up, well, he was right above my boy and 3 other of our little helpers there. And I said, holy smokes, that's a good one,
Well,
whoever
thanks
that
for
is.
cleaning that up too. I know
thank you.
I know you probably didn't say holy smokes.
Well, we were supposed to
Yeah, I
watch
know.
our language.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate that.
Family show. And, but yeah, one move. After I lit him up, I looked, and these guys weren't moving. I was like, who is that? You know, you guys, he's pretty good. Let's go. Let's get this going. There's people showing up. And that thing hollered like he was on a microphone. That's how loud it was, like a classic. At the end with the.
So is that what he sounds like?
It's
There's a lot of sounds.
Finding Bigfoot nailed the sound. That sound on it opened up their show. That sound is right on, spot on. I heard that. I heard that, and then after I heard that holler, I lit it up, and he walked towards these guys, but he forearmed a tree about this big around. Okay. When the tree was falling, he stepped on it,
Through it.
and then reached down and grabbed it all with one big step. Boom, boom.
Through it.
And the tree flew end over end, not roll, right at these guys here, right by him.
So apparently he didn't want you guys
He didn't want
around.
us there.
Did you leave?
No,
No.
No?
that's my land. That's my wife's land, and
Yeah.
we had 350 paying customers out there to go through the haunted trail. I told these guys keep it under a.
So you didn't tell the people
No,
that you
I said it's just gonna add to the
didn't
to
want
the
to scare them
show.
away?
That's gonna add to the show, but we did bring our
Chainsaw.
chainsaw. We had AR-15. This guy's
All
got
right. So that was your first time seeing him?
yes.
I mean, if I could add some, can I add
Sure.
something to it? The thing, and we talked about it and said, why did he come out here? Why was he so aggressive? And the thing we came to conclude, as we analyzed it, this guy had a Bigfoot suit on.
Yeah, I had the mask and the whole bodysuit.
So it must
The
have
hands.
threatened.
It must have thought we had one of them.
Yeah.
He was sitting around a big fire, but everybody was around him, and I bought the whole suit, and he had it on, so that's when that thing acted up, and it came right at us, and
So you had one of his relatives. huh?
Yep.
or his boy, he does look like one of them.
All right, so that was your very first.
That was my very first time, and after that, I loved it. I just want to go out and do more every night. You know?
We've seen him 3 times, me and Fat Boy.
Now the reason I invited you guys back on because last week Barry posted on Facebook. He said, you know, correct me if I'm mistaken. He said, I got what I came to see and I'm done. And then everybody's like, oh, Barry, tell us what went on, what happened. And he was just kind of messing with
Hey,
people.
I'm a marketing guru.
I know, so it caught my attention. So, all right, Barry, what'd you see? And then I said, you come on and tell people what happened. But before we do that, I still want to talk about when you guys started doing it, bringing people up there to see this. Because from the very first one, you guys have since been taking tours up there. You guys have your own little tour business, and you
Yeah.
post on Facebook, and actually one of my relatives hooked you up with him, and
Yeah.
and he was hooked. He came to me. He was he posted something about finding Bigfoot. Brad, it's about finding Bigfoot, and I Facebooked him. I said, if you're really serious about that, I got relatives up on the Rez that do that. And I said they'd be happy to, take you and your group around. So I got him in touch with you guys, and he's hooked now too.
He's our brother from another mother.
He's
Yeah.
his brother from another. He's like rezzed out now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's up there on that, and so you guys have been doing. How long you been taking tours up there?
For probably about a year now. Probably less than a year.
And how has that gone?
It's going pretty good. They talk to Barry, and then from there he gets hold of us. We just take them out for to see what they want to see.
So what would if a group wants to go up there, what would they expect? About what time of day? Is it nighttime, daytime? How long we're gonna be out?
Yeah,
daytime.
you can go to Rez Squatching Tours on Facebook, and
I think we're gonna try, if we can link that up to,
I'll link it to the Facebook. Okay, yeah.
Native Share with Honor, Native Honor Hours, so we'll try to link that with our radio show, and then for those of you, actually, last year I wanted, like, I had almost an entire class wanted to go up there.
yeah, I know, we
So
apologize for
we
that.
were, and Kenny over there.
Uh-oh.
One
Kenny wants to go out too?
Oh, man, he's,
Yeah, Ed, if I could, I know you said informal. I want to bring this back to, what we do, and before we continue on, and we've been, in all honesty, we've been advised by elders, and we try to be real respectful when we go out, and I don't want to make this sound like, and I'm not trying to turn this into some kind of spiritual thing, but we actually go out and what's unique about us, and here goes, we're marketing a little bit. What's unique about us, we're different because we use a lot of native approaches. We talk Omaha, and I don't care to give anything else out, but we're very respectful to them. So if anybody out there thinks that we're, that's not what we do. We play the flute. We're real respectful. The Bigfoot was, be careful, Barry, what you say.
Oh, it's just
But
on TV.
we actually take a very cultural approach to this thing, and we respect it.
so what have some of the elders been telling you?
Well, to be honest, and here I go again, to be honest, we get, everybody's an expert now because we started this. I have friends, and, I'll get somebody from Arizona, or somebody will comment that, Barry, you're supposed to leave them alone, and I respect that. And what I'm going to say back to all of you is that I respect your opinion and your feedback, but I'm going to do what I do. And that's not to be disrespectful. I had an elder in our community say they never were around here. They just started to come around. So, I'm not trying to dispute anybody. What I will tell you, though, is that we're respectful in our approach. And, we actually are big pro Sasquatch, so to speak. There's a big movement out there, and it's a quiet movement, but there's a big effort out there to kill these things. Everybody wants to make big money off them, and we've kind of said, whoa now, that's not what we're about. We're about just giving you an experience, on the Indian reservation.
And believe me, Ed, we could have did it 3 times. We could have put one away 3 times. That's how close we were. But we're not about that. And when they're around, that smells like Fat Boy. It is real stink. That's when they're around.
Hey, I can't be serious, man.
And I know, got all quiet. Oh man, that's cool.
Wow.
Dang.
I doing all the fans, though,
They're watching it.
So, actually, you guys have been approached by some of the Sasquatch organizations,
Yeah,
research organizations.
thank you, Ed, for saying that, because
That's why I'm the host here.
yeah, I see why you're the man. SRA, I'm gonna give those guys credit. We just did-
SRA.
Yeah, Sasquatch Research Association. What's his name? And I apologize, buddy.
Jim, sorry.
Jim got in touch with us, and he's part Ogallala. Now I heard somebody here's Ogallala, or somebody.
Pine Ridge.
Pine Ridge, okay.
Red shirt.
He was a really, really good guy. We first had our sighting. I reported it to one of the sites. I just said, I'm gonna report this. I can't believe what I saw. He got in touch with me about an hour later and said, hey, I'm part Ogallala, and that's really cool, and really gave us an education about, the Sasquatch and the Sasquatch community. Matt Moneymaker took this, and he took it a different direction. He took it to Hollywood. But we really educated ourselves before we decided to do this. Everything, excuse me, basically fell in place for us. We got away. So, it's been fun,
Are you gonna do anything more with them? Are they gonna, have they been out to the res with you guys?
We had a field researcher from BFRO,
BFRO,
Bigfoot
Research
Research
Organization? Okay.
Organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember one time you posted on Facebook, you guys was burning steaks and a big
Yeah.
old feast out there,
Yeah,
man.
and I want to give them credit to Mitch, Paul, they're reps for Nebraska. They came down and did a little expedition or a night ops with us, and it's been a blast. They got all these
They're hooked.
expensive
So what did
equipment.
they think when they came out?
They couldn't believe it. They're hooked. They've seen what they wanted to see.
What did they see?
I would have you go to Rez Squatching Tours
Oh, listen in.
and get their
Well,
comment.
let me just add this.
Okay.
They proved that there's 3 in one area. We get everything from stick structures to, I haven't really come across any solid footprints, but we can get, like, we can tell, but
got
these things are intelligent beings. I'll say that. I agree with you guys on that. They are some sharp, intelligent beings.
What about the snow ones?
Yeah, that's right. That's
What-
right.
What
I
about
didn't.
the 2 we got the other night
Yeah, they're on Rez Squatching.
down by
Are
the
they?
south?
Okay, I guess we do. We do have some. I take that back. Boy, these guys, I'm forgetting where I'm at now. So much going on in my head right now, but.
No, we were talking about the BFRO,
Yeah,
those people.
they came down and really it's been an education for us. We did it, we was doing it for fun. But when we really got ourselves educated into this stuff and really listened to some of the top people out there, then it made sense to us. And so we use, a lot of their approaches. We've kind of come up with our own identity and our own approaches that work. And boy, I could go on and on about some experiences. Last night,
Yeah.
for example, we just had a tree get smashed, and I have it recorded. So all you critics out there, I got information. I got vocals. We're kind of hurting for a camera though, and somebody to go out with us. So I'm hoping UNO can kind of step up to the plate.
You know what
a
I
little
was thinking, Chris Marshall, if you're listening, and I know you are or will, we have a young filmmaker here in Omaha. One of his films was, he did a documentary on the 40-year anniversary of Wounded Knee, and he's done some other smaller, actually he's done several films, and he's going to present another film at our film festival, and he's local, and he's what is he, Navajo, Dene, and I was thinking, if Chris, you're listening, I'm thinking this is a good, this would be like a good 30-minute little documentary that you could use as a marketing.
30 minutes.
Longer
He's
than
like,
that.
Barry's like, 30, come on, man. I mean, just as an introduction, because you would want to have something, something that small in order to present as a.
Yeah, I think, and you're right, Ed, I appreciate that for that information. I think our, excuse me, our next goal is to really explore, maybe, we've talked about.
I hate to interrupt you, as I usually do, Cindy, all the time, but one of our co-sponsors who's putting this on is called Vision Maker Media. They support all of the native films financially, and they take them to film festivals. That's why they're co-sponsors one here. I was thinking this would be a good project to submit to them, if Chris, you're listening, kind of a like a documentary form, and to and see if they can, if Chris would approach them and see if they would get that, put together a script and kind of at least a scenario what you would do, and kind of talk about the historical things that you're telling me about and what's happening up there. That would, to me, that would be a very
Ed.
interesting documentary
Hey, Ed.
to watch.
Have Chris bring night vision and infrared. We have those, but you'll definitely see what you want
So
to see.
we'll see, Cindy. Let's get in touch with Chris and.
Do you need night vision?
We just need to put someone with
We
a good
don't,
camera.
you do.
Yeah, we don't.
Chris,
We wish we did, but we don't have.
But we'll talk to him. We'll see if we can. This sounds like an interesting project to Let's see if we can, maybe, because we were,
a grade for it?
what's that?
Do I get a grade for it?
Sign up, man, we'll listen to you. He wants a grade. He's got a pizza in one hand. Can I get it a grade too? Pizza in one hand, pop another, and then he wants a grade.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say is we just need some
Security.
Yeah, I know. Who
some
brought him
cameras.
anyway?
some cameras and some night vision stuff, and they'll see what they want to see, huh?
You'd be better off talking to Kenny with the Paranormal Society. Do you guys have that kind of?
Well, that camera's got night vision.
Well, see, there you go.
There it is.
But anyway, we'll talk about that. I'm sure Chris will watch this, and we'll talk to Vision Maker Media when they come.
Well, let
Go
me
ahead.
help you out, Ed. Let me help Ed out here a little bit, because I know what the fans wanna hear out there, especially the Rez Squatching. I think our fan base is growing every day, and I love you guys. Just start sending some money. I had to throw that in there. At the same time, I think what we're talking about as a group is, where do we want to go with this? Is this something just our hobby we do? We're seriously seeking any native producers out there who'd love to do a documentary, because my brother, hit on it a little bit. He said that we make finding Bigfoot look silly, and that's true. We've had some awesome experiences.
Having said that, you want to play that?
Sure. I don't know what they can hear or what you guys can
We'll
hear,
just
but we'll
should
try.
put it close to the
Right
mic.
next to the third mic, it should be better.
Okay,
That
here's
mic?
That one.
Okay,
the third one.
The black one, yeah, that one.
that one.
Okay, here's I'll play the
Play the house first.
Yeah, I'll play the scream for you. This here, and I have yet to send this one to, my friend Richard, and have them evaluate and analyze this one. But this here was definitely a squatch. All right, I'll say that as an expert now. But here, I'll let you listen to it. Might have been a juvenile.
Did you guys hear that? Okay.
Okay, now
I have
what-
a hearing loss, so I'm like, what?
How's it? What was going on there prior to that is there was a lot of commotion, and there's a lot of jungle. They kind of picked it up on the Rez now. It's the jungle noise, and some people will say it's barred owls, and we agreed with that. I totally agreed with that it was barred owls. They go off and they sound. These guys do it better, but it just goes crazy, and you're just like, wow, what is that? And I actually agreed, those are barred, leave them alone, But last night proved me dead wrong, that these things mimic, and I'll debate anybody because I'm out there every other night. So if you want to debate me, go ahead. They proved to me that they're not barred owls after what happened last night. And so can I play that? Don't let me steal the show now, guys. Jump right in.
No, go ahead,
I'm
man.
not
You're
trying
doing
to-
good. Once
Kind
you
of
steal it-
Bogart the show.
Yeah. Now, again, I don't know how good this is, but, how much reception you're gonna get, but you have to,
Pretty good.
you have to listen right off the bat, because what you hear,
This little recorder don't do any justice. When you're out there, it's loud, it's loud.
Like you're right there. I was like, right in your face.
if you listen right off the bat, we had the jungle noise, and then this tree, and I have a whole crew, I know they're watching, they went out, I had a bunch of rookies, sorry guys, but I gotta call you rookies because you ran last night on me. You're gonna be, so there's hauling going on. Actually, we believe that they split up. Two ran by with deer, and they were hollering in this area like I've never heard them holler before. And it was interesting. We believe one got stranded, and he kept trying to get over to the others. And long story short, he started to mimic, and he sounded different. And I even said it to the group. I said, "This guy sounds a little different. He's not in tune with these guys." And just as soon as I said that, not a second or two later, just these trees. I've never heard that in my life. a tree get smashed. I don't think an owl can do that, but I actually heard a tree get smashed. It was intimidating. You'll hear it. You'll hear it here.
I'm not there. Stay here, just relax.
Yeah, you had to. It's right off the bat. You just hear the tree. The tree got smashed. I've never heard that in my life. Just incredible experience.
On Facebook or
No, that was-
what was the other one?
Oh man, I'll let these guys tell that one.
All right,
That one,
we need to hear those
that one
because
blew my mind.
that one got my attention.
I'll take
when
any
you
white
said
boy
that.
up there and I'll blow his mind. This guy looked at me like,
Kenny's ready to
I'm
go.
sorry,
I think.
but I threw a racial slur on UNO TV, but I'm sorry.
Are you trying for the Knucklehead Award, Barry?
He called worse. So.
No. So tell us about what happened.
Go ahead, Jim.
We took a to one of our locations down there. We wanted to check it out, and they said it was a hot spot, but I didn't know what they meant by a hot spot. I mean, I know what they mean, but now I do. Went out there, and I don't know what that was, man. To tell you the truth, I mean, we seen a couple things out there that was, like you said, you do the ghost thing, don't you? Man, we could intrigue you too, boy. You'd love to come out there.
Would knock your ghost socks
Knock your socks right off you, boy.
When can we take him out there?
Whenever he's ready.
Oh, I'm in.
Tomorrow night, ghost hunters. Let's do it. That's another.
Bring them ghost hunters to us. We'll shock her.
Wait, here's
We
what I
got
want
Rez
to do. Kenny, are you
Squatching
available
and
this
ghost.
weekend? Would you go up there? Take him up there, and then we'll have him report next week.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do it.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us about what happened.
And then we went in the middle of the field there, and man, we heard the squatches going off on both sides, and we knew he was getting surrounded because
What, the growls?
the growls started coming out real loud, and we know what it is when we hear they said it's
branches
like the
breaking.
branches breaking, the grass moving. I mean, there ain't nothing out there like a deer to do that.
And things were getting thrown at our cars.
Everything.
They
It's
were
just
throwing
crazy, though, but-
rocks. There was throwing rocks at us.
But tell you the truth, what I saw, I seen a foot too, but I seen a horse
No,
type object too, though, man. I see them. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't.
Why you go ahead?
That's gonna be for Freddie. No,
Okay, I see.
Or Kenny, no, whatever his name.
From anyway,
Yeah.
stop there.
So you can go there, Rez Squatching Tours to read. I'll highlight some of it and you guys can jump in. I have never been surrounded by anything like that. It's like they were rushing us. They were actually making the grass and the branches break, and they were coming from all directions. It was something out of a horror movie, you know. And I think I think I can handle myself. I kind of, hold my own. I think, but we had our backs up to the car. Let me say that. And my brother thinks he's pretty bad too, and he had his back up to the car, and he wasn't saying a word. So
Oh,
So was you scared? No, come on, a little
never
bit.
scared.
Little bit?
Never scared.
No. Is he scared?
I don't know. I didn't hear nothing come from him. Though.
How could you not be scared?
I
You
Get
weren't
your
scared?
adrenaline pumping. I think that's about it.
never scared. I've the first time I ever met and first time I ever seen something like that, it gave me the fight or flight,
There you go.
meaning
Yeah.
the gland they use to adrenal gland. Anyway, I saw him and
Yes.
couldn't believe it. There was nothing I can do, I froze. After that, he looked at me and my crew and then walked away real fast. So the second time and from ever since the first time we seen him, I kind of have the fight or flight, so I know he's in the area, and then I have military grade bionic ears that I use. I can hear 500 feet all the way around me. So before these guys know anything's coming, I could hear him breaking the branches, grunting, growling, grunting, breaking branches even before he gets here, and I'll point out what direction they're. What happened? That sounded like a Bigfoot just busted
was,
through the door.
I didn't know it was a video, I thought it was a picture.
No, that was Horace getting up to get another piece of pizza.
Cut him off.
Come on, Horace, man.
Yeah.
Call security.
Cut him off now.
That wasn't trees cracking, that was that pizza box he was bending. Trying to lick the rest of that cheese off.
Where's security at, man?
Has Sasquatch ever hurt anybody?
Hurt anybody? We've talked to some of the leading experts out there. There's maybe, I take that back. There's been some personal accounts, but nothing documented in, who's gonna say Sasquatch, beef jerkied me, I don't think anything's been, there's some crazy stories out there about it killed a man, but I haven't heard anything.
So he's more scared of us than we are of him.
I wouldn't say that, I think,
He just don't want us in his. And we found huts of trees that have been intertwined and that are actually huts that we found. When we went inside of them, one hut. These trees are probably 18 to 12 inches in diameter. The whole thing shook while we were inside of there, so he had to been in there. When we came in, he went out. And we had the BFRO had the infrared, everything, setting everything. They did get a glimpse of heat signature that looked pretty promising. And this whole shelter shook.
And I think we know when to back out though, too, at the same time,
So what did you guys do the other night when you guys take off real quick? You didn't run, did
We
you?
don't run. We don't ever run.
no.
Can't
Listen to
run.
these guys. Oh, we don't run.
Hey,
No, you can't run.
Well,
You know what? I don't-
Well,
safety meeting we were in the other day.
I think it'd be more.
Like, man, I'll be finding the first
I think.
first door to get to.
Oh yeah, tell him about.
Yeah, see, let me help Ed out a little bit. Ed's not asking all the real questions like, is he a spirit? Is he real? Because I love my crew. I got their back. While I'm sitting in the car, I got their back. But ask the real questions.
Well, I didn't want to kind of to get into some of the.
Oh, okay. All right. I see your style. All right. I got you.
All right. Well, I'll go there.
Okay.
Go there.
You just have to, because that one theory you were telling me on Facebook, I'm like, nah, I don't know if I want to go that way. But do you think it's a tangible being, or is it some kind of a spiritual being?
Well,
Because I'll clarify that by saying, a lot of my students or those that are skeptical saying, we would have found some kind of physical, picture, hair, things you're talking about. There's got to be something tangible, but it leads to the question I'm asking: is it possible that it's a spiritual being in nature?
no.
Well, I'm gonna let these two answer that, then I'll.
Okay, Derek, you said no.
I say no because I have 4 tree cam pictures of the full body, front and back.
Okay.
I say no because it's rat at me. I don't know how many times, so I don't think it's no spirit.
Yes, and
Okay.
we did have 20-foot or less encounters. I had 3, and Fat Boy probably had 5.
So where do you think they come from? Their origin? Within reason here.
I know it's King.
I don't think we wanna go there though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's leave it.
Okay.
We've got our own theory about it.
Because one of my students was saying that there was a descendant of some homo something.
Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, something like that. There you go. You got me on that
It's
one.
not.
But he was, it's they're descendants of, and he was a believer, and he just said, they're a
He's in
descendant
flesh.
of whatever word you said.
Yeah, there's all kinds of theories. I mean, you can research it. we kind of choose to refrain from that question, you know? We just want to, I guess, we talked about, is he physical or is he spirit, you know? You asked a different question now. Where was his origin from, right?
Okay. Well, I was wondering if you guys, that's,
Well, you're the one who said.
I know,
wanna
you said,
refrain from that.
you said I was afraid to ask the
See?
question.
Yeah.
Anyway, just really elusive and
Yeah,
smart.
I would say so. I'd say it's in the flesh.
Can I add to that now? We go back and forth, we keep each other in check. I would say this, and I'm a firm believer that sometimes I think he can go, and I like this word, I think he can go in stealth mode. I think there's times when he can be here, then he can just, boom, reappear. I think he has some kind of magical power, you know, that he's quite.
To my question, is it some kind of a spiritual?
Well, I heard this one, and I almost agree with this one a little bit, that they come from another dimension. And it's interesting how I hear this from one of my relatives who lives way out west. You know, they just come up and said it to me one day. Do you think they come from another dimension and the UFOs are involved? And, well, I'm not ruling anything out. I'm not ruling anything out. Any one of you here, or give me a call tonight and say, hey, Barry, let's go out. And I think my wife would let me again.
Getting kind of tired of this?
Yeah, she's been tired of it, but if it keeps me happy, you know,
Okay.
I guess she just tells me when to get back at the house, you know. But anything out, first of all, you know, I think what it does for us is we've really it created a bond between us. We realized that we had to have there, because there's times when he's fell over and we have to pick him up. There's times when you just, we've gotten the flight or fight response. Did I say that right? Fight or flight
Yeah, I
response.
think it's pretty close.
I will say it, and these guys can back it up. I have been zapped 2 times, and I'm looking right at you, the view, 2 times. And
I've been there to pick him up.
so as big as my muscles are, he's brought me to my knees.
Edit that part where he was.
You said
if I know
informal
he was
now.
going to do that, man, I don't know.
You said informal, brother.
So, what do you mean zapped?
You guys explain that, huh?
Go ahead, D. I don't know. When you get zapped, it's like when you see him, it's like when he don't want you close enough to him, you get close enough to him, he's like, got this, we think he got the gland that just freezes, you know? Like just on sight, like, bam, you can't do nothing about it.
You're weak.
You're weak. Take it how you want to take it, but yeah, he zaps you.
Well, to be a little more.
Is that your guys' term, zapped?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Well, actually,
BFRO kind of official terminology?
That's our talk. I mean,
Okay.
well, actually, it is, you know, the Bigfoot jargon. What it is scientists have proved, and boy, if I'm getting way out of line here, guys, I apologize out there. The Bigfoot, they have a gland in their forehead, and when they come in contact with you and they want you out of an area, they'll use, similar to an elephant, a lion, they use their, they secrete your adrenal gland, which in turn triggers the flight or flight response. Or they can just say, you know what, I'm about tired of you, Barry. Boom. I've been the air has been taken out of me one time. And I actually, for a split second there, what I remember, I thought I was dying. I thought that was my last breath on earth. I actually just, you know, I went out and I thought, well, I'm gonna reach out for my son. And my son actually grabbed me and picked me up and held me up. I was just disoriented, and I asked some of the experts at that time, and they said, you were zapped, Barry. And not soon after that, they celebrated, huh? The jungle song.
They
went
got
off.
you, huh?
Yeah, they got me, man, and it pissed me off.
Dancing on you.
Yeah, man, they did a number, and I was told by some good friends, and Mitch and Rich and those guys, Paul, that they recognized me as the ringleader. so they can kind of zap me and say, well, that's enough, guys.
You two been zapped?
I haven't.
Haven't? No, just you?
I have.
How many
Yeah,
times?
Fat Boy did first,
Twice
first
myself.
night.
Yeah.
First night we saw him at the.
He must not have any
trail.
power over you then, man.
Nobody does. Only God can judge me.
All right. Anything else you want to add to the Rez Squatching?
Let's kill it.
We do have Rez Squatching Tours shirts on sale.
Yeah, we do have some T-shirts we'd like to sell, and they are on sale.
Can they find those on your
Yeah.
Grab us one right
Link?
there so we can put it on.
Yeah, let us grab one out of the
Grab
box,
another-
huh? You wanna go,
Yeah, let's show them what you guys got. Derek is modeling the first one. Is it? You got
All one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Today, right?
Today,
Yeah.
We'll let you show it if
Thank
you don't
you.
dance
Yeah.
your pectorials, Derek.
They don't have any, so.
Oh, man.
It'll come up in a few seconds.
It's got, it's up, it's up.
You can just turn this around. You can come in a little bit closer.
lift it up, Hoss.
Yeah, Ed, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for
Let's
buying
get
all of
one,
us.
two,
Rez
three,
Squatch.
four,
There you go.
five,
We're not
six,
leaving until
seven.
everybody gets one, brother.
7 shirts.
I bought pizza.
We're not leaving till
Picture of
What
them up
size?
on our Native Honors. We'll also put a picture of them up on our Native Honors website so that if people want to go to the radio show and find your
Do
T-shirt.
you have
with
like a link
on
to
how
a
Yeah,
to-
I
website?
can send you guys one.
Okay, send me a link and then we'll. Okay, what sizes do they come in?
Good job. It's a
All
good
sizes.
T-shirt. We gotta have them, Ed. That's good.
I'm gonna borrow a line from one of the Thompson brothers' relatives. He said, "Do you guys have 4X?" You know what 4X is?
Look at these then.
That's Winnebago medium.
I like it.
Ah.
Like that was.
I
Hey.
like it.
Be careful, Ed. I am half chunk.
It's a joke, man. It's
Half
a,
one.
actually, what they said to me was, you know, the Thompson brothers, lacrosse players, the Six Nations. They said, "Oh, you know what 4X is, don't you?" No, I said, "It's Mohawk medium." You know, because of the Mohawks, are probably
Yeah.
six.
Yeah.
No, they kind of between the Six Nations, they kind of give each other a hard time.
Oh, yeah.
That was
What size group do you usually suggest go to Rez? Are there too many or too few, or what's a good size?
Taking on all
group to
callers.
come?
Well, we try to
Four
stick
men.
with four.
Four?
Well, we have
We
three,
encourage partners, like
3, 4
friends.
men, 3, 4 men teams. We're in contact by radio, headset.
So if necessary and Rez and Squatch is walking towards us, you will throw us on the ground and protect us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
For sure.
let's do it.
We
Yeah.
have,
Pat Lemire just posted. She
I'll be
said,
there to die for all you.
Yes, I want to walk by you.
and we got our nephew who's a certified special ops sniper.
Okay, then I want to stand between those two.
Pat Lemire just posted. She said, 2 years ago, my sister Grace and I went to Kyle, South Dakota one night, and around midnight, it said, at the resort, we heard a howl that didn't sound like a coyote. I said, did you hear that? She said, yes, and it did howl again. Says, we'll never forget that sound. Is that right there? All
Oh, we could be here all day to listen to
Okay.
them.
I want to do it.
right, so who's up first? You know, I'll admit I'd probably be too scared.
Oh, Ed, if I can do it, you can do it.
I did it one time. The last time I'll do it.
Ed, you and I,
Miles away from his house,
how far do we have to?
and, no. There's 4 or 5 hot spots that we can take you to where you're just gonna walk.
A little ways.
Half a mile.
You won't even walk
We're
that far.
doing it, Ed.
But let me tell you this, my brother Horace did come out with us, and he was a skeptic. He didn't believe. After he saw the tree fall and almost hit us, and heard the growls and heard the whole jungle sound, we didn't have to give him a ride home. He made it home in 12 minutes and 31 seconds.
He beat the car
We were
home.
2.5 miles away from his house, so.
You know that sound you'd be hearing on the record would be me.
That's right.
Take me home!
I'll be like,
Well-
Squatch, take it.
And we'll put the light on him and he'll be in the fetal position.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd be too scared.
Oh, you will not. If you
Well,
can sit through a
let's,
faculty meeting, you can grade the program.
Good point, good point.
Well, listen, I'll say this to all the, the so-called scared potential customers out there that I think that for the most part, you just have to kind of tread lightly. And again, I want to highlight the unique thing about it is you'll appreciate our approach to them. We're not trying to disturb them by no means. We're just saying hello, and we're here and we coexist with you. We want to coexist with
We
you.
do the gifts.
Yeah, we'll give gifts. There's gift giving. I mean, it's a very respectful kind of thing. And at the same time, these two, and here's why you really should come to Rez Squatching. Are you guys ready to hear it?
Yes.
These two are the most funniest guys and you'll ever want to be around when we squat.
Uh-oh.
I sit back and-
Now, look at him. I'm the funniest guy. Don't you forget it.
No, these two guys will be why we get a reality TV series. I'm
I'll
serious.
watch it.
I'm serious.
right.
You have to come out
We're
doing
because
it.
of these two.
Okay.
It's a
We're doing
ride.
it, my chicken compadre.
Well, you guys got to come down to the film festival, and there's going to be a filmmaking workshop where some of the producers are going to
Oh
be
yeah,
there.
we plan on being
So
there.
we want to invite you guys down there.
I think I
and,
can bring my couple of my SD cards and I can actually show you the face that we caught on the trail cam.
That'd be cool.
We've
Okay.
got the whole side, the
So
color,
we'll see if we can hook you guys
Yeah.
up.
Man, man, I'll make you.
the eyes.
Okay, maybe
We'll bring two younger, braver people with us, but we're in.
maybe we could be
Keep
executive
up.
producers again, Cindy.
Huh?
Maybe we could be executive producers.
Let's
Because
see if
we
you
were
survive the
executive producers
Sasquatch
for a
hunt
while.
first.
Really, there you
Yeah.
go. Let's do
Tour,
it.
man.
Tour.
All right. Well,
Just so you
we'd
know, we're gonna sacrifice anybody.
yeah, I'd fall down and she'd run over my back.
Before you end it, again, I want to highlight a little bit that it is safe. It is safe. You might get a nice scream, you might get a wood knock to the left of us, to the right, but it's just I always tell people it's like a roller coaster. We do it because we enjoy it. It's the rush.
It's the guarantee.
Just fun.
We
Just
bring
flat
them-
out fun.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, we're gonna have to get Kenny out there for sure.
We'd like to invite him.
He's up for it. And then Sherman.
And we'd like to take some ghost hunters on if you're ready.
Yeah, we want some ghost hunters to come out because we're not understanding that stuff.
You know
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
and on the res, I am telling you, it
And
is
there,
one of the most
man.
spiritual places.
Man, beautiful. I'll take you to the spots.
Sounds good.
And you probably know more about ghosts than me.
Should we
But we
introduce-
have-
I don't know. Let's set this up now. When you
We
want to
have-
go?
Let's do it before it gets too cold.
Yeah, exactly.
This weekend,
This weekend would be nice.
This weekend. I don't know about
we
everybody
have,
else.
We have beanies Saturday.
I have to check my calendar on that one. I think I'm booked.
I think we could do it.
I think you should. Come down. You'll be safe.
Is there an age limit for young?
No? Because
Well-
I'll sacrifice myself if I have to,
We're counting on it.
No, I myself personally, I don't recommend anybody, maybe under 10 or over, especially, the other night.
I would say
That,
14.
Yeah.
yeah, that was too much, and that's where we need these ghost hunter guys to come in. I invited, Fremont Ghost Hunters. They're pretty excited about coming up. But
Kenny, can you bring that camera?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
you
do
could.
it, but we have to wait for a weekend. Sherman doesn't have kids.
Got my kid over this weekend.
how old are they?
9 and 13.
That might be all right
Yeah.
if they'll be around it. And believe me, it is safe. It just
we'll
gets a
put
little
the
intense.
headphones, we'll put the
We just won't
headphones
go to
on
some
them.
areas.
We have headphones that we usually use for the younger kids because the tour, huh?
They have fun, yeah.
The tour,
All right. Well, we'll see if we can set something up.
Crew?
when we do hear some, it's loud. It's real loud out there. These little recorders don't do it any justice. They're out there. It's loud like it's amplified.
You know what we should do?
I'll hit the ground like a shot.
We should see if
Start
Chris wants to come up tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is Friday night.
Yeah, that's what they were talking
That's what we're talking about.
No, I can't do it
We
Friday.
You can bring
do it
them.
Friday?
Saturday night.
You can bring the
would be good.
kids.
Well, bring her then.
Oh, Cassie, you big chicken. Bye, home.
I'll be like this though.
Me too. I'll be standing behind Gretchen.
Just one more point.
Okay, one more.
One more point. We had, if you go to Rez Squatching, we had my buddies, and I'm gonna give them a little credit again, Mitch, Paul, Cole.
Brad.
Yeah, well, Brad wasn't at this one. We did an overnight ops, and we had everything out, and that was a cold night. And that morning, about 6:50, we actually got the animals in that timbered area were just going crazy, and we thought, well, it's daylight, it's morning, you know, do they really come around? And it was going off. And we actually caught it, and he sent it off, and they confirmed that can't be nothing but a squatch. So they are, again, on our res indefinitely. They, that was confirmed, so we have squatches on the res. That doesn't, I hope we don't have every hunter in the world trying to get on the res, because that'll cost some money, so.
You should have the tribal council write an ordinance.
There you go. I just, that's. maybe
Tribal
that's-
preference.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a revenue.
I know you do have hunters that come on your land, right?
Mhm.
Have any of them ever
Yes,
spotted or
yes,
experienced?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
They have.
They have, I've heard a couple stories and very intense.
We don't have any more hunters from Kentucky, I can tell you that. Come back no more.
All right. Well, anything else? Hopefully we'll get something set up and maybe we'll have a report when we come back.
Should get the ghost hunters, it'd be nice.
All right. Well, good. Make sure you, we'll hook you guys up with some of the movie guys coming out here, and maybe we'll have a little footage to show them, and
There you go.
might spark some interest. But appreciate you guys coming down here and
Thank you.
sharing your experiences with us, and maybe we'll have you back after we
All right,
in the film festival, and maybe we'll sneak preview some of that video.
there you go.
We'll
We'd
talk
love to be
about it
back.
after we go.
Hey,
I
what
know.
if we make our own
But they can help
our
us.
own video
Do
and
it.
submit it? We ain't never
You
thought of
know, you
that.
can get a lot of editing software. That's really not hard to figure out how to use it all. Then you can cut it the way you want to cut it.
But we'll get that.
We got a Mohawk brother that has every software. Fuji.
I'm sure we haven't heard the end of this this program segment, and we'll be back
Okay.
with some more stories. But thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
Oh,
You bet. Rez Squatching.
thank you,
Kenny, we done?